political discussion. Anyway, so finally, the final trade tariff list is out from the United States. President of United States, Mr. Donald Trump, he has released the trade tariff list, custom tariff that would be imposed on many countries. I believe 69 countries. United States had active trade relationship with 69 countries, more or less. For 69 countries, United States has released the new tariff list that is called reciprocal tariff, and that would be applicable, I believe, from 7 days from today, means from 8th of the August. This new tariff rate would be applicable. 69 countries are in the list. Okay, so trade tariff for the 69 countries, it starts from 41% and it goes till 10%. Okay, what about the other countries which are not involved with the United States as active trade partners? There are 254 countries in the world. 195 are recognized by the United Nations. But America has to think about all the countries. Okay, for rest of the country, that will fall around 180 country, rest of the country, tariff rate of 10%, blanket 10% tariff rate that will be imposed on the country which are not in the tariff list of 69 countries in the Donald Trump's tariff list. 41%, that is the maximum tariff, it has been imposed on Syria. 41%. 40% on Myanmar, 40% on Laos. Okay, and and if we talk about Switzerland, which is not part of European Union, then 39%. Okay, Brazil. I'm sorry. Okay, 41% is a tariff for the Syria. That is not the maximum. Maximum is Brazil, 50% tariff. So the tariff on the all the country, it starts from 50% and goes till 10%. So 50% tariff on Brazil, 41% tariff on Syria, 40% tariff on Myanmar and Laos, 39% on Switzerland. Switzerland is not part of the European Union. Okay, then I believe 30% tariff, I don't remember. 25% tariff on India, then 20% tariff on Taiwan. That is more than 20 or 20, more than 20%. Okay, 30% tariff is there on South Africa. South Africa, Bosnia Herzegovina, I believe Serbia, these countries have 30% tariff. Anyway, to India it is 25% plus penalty. I don't know, that penalty is not disclosed now, it is undisclosed. That is penalty. So it will be more than 25%. 19% tariff has been declared on Indonesia. 19% tariff has been declared on the Philippines. Vietnam 20%. And there is a recent trade deal happened with the South Korea. If people they do not know, then South Korea has done the trade deal with the United States, and that is in sync with, similar to Japan. 15% tariff on the South Korean product entering into the United States. South Korea would invest $350 billion investment in $350 billion investment into the America. This is what South Korea would do. It is in 1 year or in the tenure of Donald Trump, probably in 1 year. Next 1 year, $350 billion investment South Korea would do. South Korean product would be charged at 15% tariff, and it will be more or less open market for the American company to the South Korea. Okay, minimum tariff has been imposed on United Kingdom, that is 10%. Otherwise, all countries are in between 10% and 41%. There is no country between 41% and 50%, that is Brazil. So I believe so. Thailand and Cambodia are, I believe, 35% countries are there. Anyway, so there is no country between 41% and 50%. Between Syria and Brazil, there is no country. So all countries are between 41% and 10%. All 69 countries. Tariff has been imposed on Afghanistan also. Tariff has been imposed on Algeria also, Libya also. Okay, I don't know who else out of 69 countries, who else around 180 countries are away from the list and 10% tariff on the tariff list. Now there are two countries, more or less, Donald Trump has mentioned that after declaring the tariff rate for the countries, few countries came back and they sat on the negotiation table, and for them negotiation has happened. For three country negotiation is going on. One is India, that negotiation is still going on. One country is China. In May-June time frame, negotiations happened with China, and 30% for the Chinese product entry into USA and 10% for the American products entering into China. But this looks very high now because Japan is 0% for the American product and for Japanese product 15%. Means to and fro it is 15%. In that fashion, to and fro with the China is 40%. That is very high. So China is in discussion. China is doing trade deal discussion with America again. So India, China, and Canada. So Canada is also in trade deal with United States, where 35% tariff has been imposed on Canada. 35%. For Mexico, it was 30%, but right now it is undisclosed. Means it is right now the tariff detail of the Mexico has been, right now it is kind of hidden, or it is in a closed manner. It is not been declared now. Okay, but steel and aluminum, it is, I believe, 50% and 25% on the auto part. Has been declared for the Mexico. For other products, it is awaited. Okay, it was declared 30% earlier, but right now it is on a kind of halt condition for the Mexico. Okay, we will talk about India. India. India is a country which is very active with United States since disintegration of Soviet Union. 1991, when Soviet Union got disintegrated. Prior to that, India was completely tied with Russia and Pakistan was completely tied with USA. So post 1991, India got tied with the America, and American company they entered India like a fish market. That way, thousands of American companies they have invested in India, not hundreds of, thousands of. Okay, and that is the condition of American company in India. India got completely tied up with USA, leaving the Russia. Okay, India has a defense deal with has had India has had defense deal with the USA. Means completely locked with the USA. Okay, for some time, I believe for last 1 year only, India is showing interest toward locking itself with the Russia. Russia is coming up in the defense sector. Russia is coming up selling the crude oil. Earlier, there was no news of that Russia would sell the crude oil. Crude oil maximum exporter were the OPEC country, means Middle East country. They were the maximum exporter of the crude oil. Now Russia is one of the leading crude oil exporter, and after sanctions, Russia is selling crude oil at cheap prices, and India is looking for cheap prices. In that fashion, India is locked with the Russia as far as crude oil is concerned. Anyway, that is giving a concern to America. The way India is getting locked with America, with Russia, this is raising a concern for the America. Not locking with the Russia. 3 years prior, India was importing crude oil from Russia. That was 5% of its need maximum. Now condition is 50%. More than 44% of its needs, it is coming from Russia. Means on daily basis, India is getting aligned to Russia more and more. There are two reasons. One is Russian crude oil is cheap, and another is India is dependent upon Russia as far as its security is concerned. Russia S-400 anti-missile system and Russia fighter jet, they are unmatchable. I always say Russia is invincible. You can win Russia in the kind of trade and commercial area, but you cannot win Russia in the war. The last time I believe Kublai Khan and Genghis Khan, they had won some part of Russia, present Russia, up to Poland. That's it. That is the only news that someone has defeated part of the Russia. Otherwise, Russia is invincible. No one can defeat Russia. Russian arms, Russian military arms, Those are unparalleled always. Anyway, now when the after the Pahalgam case, when India saw how S-400 worked in real way, that it blocked 30 missiles fired from Pakistan in one go. 30 deadly missiles in one go Pakistan had fired on India. And S-400, it detected all 30. All 30. And it neutralized all 30 in that fashion. Now India is completely dependent upon USA for the military aid. Now USA, I'm sorry, dependent upon the Russia for the military aid. Now it is going completely red with the United States. Since till 1991, Pakistan was partner of USA and India was partner of Russia. After 1991, Pakistan is sidelined. India India logged its deal with USA and Pakistan was sidelined. Now for the past 1 year, when India is going towards Russia for the defense deal and trade deal in crude oil, now America is doing side towards Pakistan. This is what is being seen now. When America is seeing India is doing the defense deal with Russia, America is not leaving any stone unturned that unturned when it is getting associated with Pakistan. It is not leaving any stone unturned when it is when it is not insulting India. Means in every forum, USA is involved in insulting India at every forum. Now people are seeing the ceasefire between India and Pakistan that is claimed by Mr. Donald Trump that he had brought ceasefire, and that is actually true also. Okay, that was more or less looks like to insult India only. This is what it is being felt now. The trade tariff for the Pakistan was 29%. That was declared, I believe, in April time frame. 29% tariff on Pakistan. Now trade with Pakistan had been reduced to 19%. Okay, from 29% to 19%, and on India 25% plus penalty of importing crude oil and arms from Russia. Means Pakistan is extremely dear to America now. In past 20 years, 18 times Indian Prime Minister have visited America. 18 times past 20 years. Now, current Prime Minister of Pakistan is Mr. Shahbaz Sharif. In his 4 year tenure, he has never been invited in United States. In his 4 year tenure, he has never been invited in United. Prior to that, Imran Khan was Prime Minister for 4 years. He was never seen in White House. Prior to that, that Nawaz Sharif was seen in the White House. Prior to that, since then, no one has been seen in the White House. More or less, Pakistan was completely sidelined by the America in favor of India. Now, Pakistan is completely America is getting attached to Pakistan, or it is attaching Pakistan to any extent to sideline India. This is the present situation of India. Anyway, India would say that why we care? Why we care? You care. You care. That's why your prime minister is going there for 10 times in last 11 years. Now, once Mr. Donald Trump has come into the picture, then India is running towards America so that there would be minimum tariff that would be imposed on India. Indian Prime Minister went there. Indian Industry Minister went there. Indian Industry Ministry official went there 2 times. Indian Foreign Minister was denied meeting Donald Trump. This much India is trying to sideline Pakistan and get attached to America as far as trade is concerned. America's message is very clear. You have to be with us the way you were with us since 1991. Okay, means in every area you have to see America only in every section, not only in trade. Okay, in crude oil section, we will get you to crude oil. Why you are worried? We have partner country. We will get you crude oil. So in every section, you have to see America only if you want to get trade deal with the America. Okay, this can be considered as the deepest insult on India. Indian Prime Minister is jumping to USA. It is as if like he is going to his neighbor's house. The way anyone goes to his neighbor house, that's how Indian Prime Minister are going to USA White House. Manmohan Singh went 8 times in 10-year tenure, and this Prime Minister 10 times in 11-year tenure. This is how they are running to the America. And after this, this is the this is the result that America gave to India. 2 days back, they sanctioned six companies in India. Means day by day, when Indian Industry Minister Piyush Goyal, for the past 2 months, he keep on saying that trade deal is more or less finalized only. It is right now only the place where it is stuck is the agricultural sector. We are the first channel. We are the first channel in the YouTube that for past 2 months we are saying trade deal is not going on because of Russia, not because of agriculture sector. This is the false thing that Indian ministers are raising, that we don't want non-veg milk. Has any Americans are fool that they will make non-veg milk. They will feed their cattle with the non-veg. Anything, anything comes to mind, they are saying that America want to push non-veg milk to us, and then if you don't want, then why someone will push on you? Then America want to push dairy products on us. Okay, you produce better dairy products than America, then how it will work? Then America want to put hybrid seeds on Indian farmer that we don't. All are you are cheating Indian people. These the government right now India. These are the people. 1 year Indian farmers were sleeping on the road alongside Delhi. 1 year, and then they had no heed on them. They did not put any attentivity on them, and all of a sudden they are worrying about the agriculture deal with America. It will affect Indian farmers. Indian farmers were sleeping on the road under the sky, then they did not have any heed on them, and all of a sudden they started thinking about agriculture sector of the India. Okay, we are the first people who said that deal with India is not proceeding because of Russia. Okay, and it is pretty clear now. Because of Russia only, trade deal is not going on. Anyway, we will see. This is something called award Donald Trump has given. These are the now it is pretty clear what is behind the scene. Donald Trump has given award to India for the heights of sycophancy. Anyway, now Shahbaz Sharif, he is 19% tariff with America, and Shahbaz Sharif has been invited to the White House. He will go to the White House. He will have lunch dinner with the Donald Trump, and he will have trade deal. And not only that, Mr. Munir, Asif Munir and Asif Malik, they had already visited White House and they had lunch with the Ukrainian president. He could not do lunch with Donald Trump, but American, Pakistan, these kind of bigger countries, Pakistan and these countries, they do not have food to